easy. So what me da so cry mu a na wo say yetimi yi da bi si wo say enya me cry na ye be celebrate we celebrate nyame because say wo no na dom ntina ye da so ehunu de ye hunu ti nyame ya dom a 4th September e wo UPSA Legon
Legon
pacho an ho e na e baso ntino na chese pacho me nante se ye no
na me say tickets e be a 30 cedis, e be a 50 cedis, e be a 100 cedis. Na ticket na way
me pacho ticket no say obi pese onya hard copy obetimi afre offer number we 0244 962141
pacho bosubium
0244 962141
0244 962141
pacho daddy and ope sa wotono online yeah says mona motebro for me ka mo nje ho
online tickets no
ubeni no baba onsesa ho onsesa 20 years onsesa na o ka so bi na tibro fi na yede yo pa joma mo tibro furu bon ka say
www.tickets.ipgh.com www.tickets.ipgh.com once Obapa Christie
Obapa Christie
so turn online so I had to buy the ticket in online so and so daily a year star 725 star no 2030 hash
star 725 star 2030 hash
yeah
and so a bit direct so how and sabi to me
on all networks
enti Obapa obiba ho Sunday na dey na obabi ho
obiba ho Sunday ya I think say nipa no ebehunu nyame ani munyam
that's right
because de ye bia na nye ye de hye na ni munyam nim said that nyame ba be sra ye ama Obapa nyoma wati nyina no that day no obehunu foforo kra na me nuanom so e ka me ho no so no nyame be fa omo so ama enema nyina ye kama pa
na me flyer me hui emema nko a eso dem ha ye mami no
mpacho fama na mami
because
I say why say wo ye be mentini ama be ma side no
mempe
ene ye man tie de ma de
mempe be ma side
chama pa ma na line no
pa
ato mo ma chama bi mami hwa ma ho fefo pa je se
na we wa ha na mudi we mami Inti me hu Abena Sewa Ophelia.
Yes.
Me hu Florence Obinim.
Yeah.
Me hu Celestine Donko.
Yes.
Me hu Joyce Blessing.
Yeah.
And me hu PSC Esther.
Yeah.
When the flyer no we. When remember the announcement.
Tama wo ma me your bag.
Mama your ba.
Remember the
ba so asana be.
remember the announcement. Remember the flyer. I see.
Also the na ni gene say, say ya na ma do mu papa. Say ma ben mu papa.
That's right.
Na emema nso ben wo mu ma me. Enti ani say unua, just obobo mema de de aye ndi.
O de meba ma me mo ma ni din. PSC Esther. Joyce Blessing.
Yeah.
Celestine Donko.
Yeah.
Florence Obinim. Abena Sewa Ophelia.
Yeah.
Ena Obapa Christina Nkasawa ha. Afi monya announcement no.
Di chama nyame adoma kwasi ada no. The said chama general say wo betena e man ye finfin hosa.
Very good.
Because when I do akonwa be.
Very good.
What ona che say.
Very good.
Hana Obapa de ono betena ni mu.
Very good.
But ye nche ho na wo akonwa.
Sharp.
Yes.
I was so being so ye Kweku Jesse, Jack Alolomi, Ernest Opoku Jr., Noble Nketia, Brother Same, Francis Amo, and Kofi Sapon.
Yati. Any announcement to follow.
Say no ya na.
Obapa den obeka di twato.
Adi de meka say me da se wakwanya odi amaya no pay. Besra dofo nyina say omumra.
Yeah.
Na Obapa at 20 ye hye nyame ani munyam together. Menu ya kamibia.
Media na me to me safra me ministers ne me honorables the panelists here e beto mo ha say me sure say obia ti oba panwom na obia nso so edo oba pa Christy because enkane na me so niemo
Niema kunchu.
de bia mo so ye niema de bia nyame ya adoma kwesi de wo ye baidi tawa na osre
so say your suniema niema so your subi pa
eti kwesi de wo bia ba besuye obi e besuye ne niema no esie ye UPSC ho na kese nya ka kire rade se wa ye yi ama no abro
na won say me kama ma no oba bie no akanfo me mema na edi matem obi about say hey stop that obi say for some of us obi say Obapa should give an acapella. You've heard it already. Obi say shame on you utikono. This one says, I wish Obapa Christie well. But Chairman General, so we the men on the flyers announcement, wonder shall never end. Jesse Buako, Manprobi. Because your man did announce a glitter fine. My man did I send you kusu kakra. But you be fan Obapa, into all the best. Why? 20 years in this industry, and I'm sure there will be a lot to look forward to.
Thank you.
Why? PCS time made the safe for the men who Celestine there or Tama
me wow.
Sir.
There's a minute one. I said, live, yeah, it's a live in here.
Live. Alote Kabila oni alote den na mo ka che no enko be na mo mo bo
Gwami
yes
to you there yes you anyaman
ana mero bo no
yo ona ewie na se there me yifu one flyers na se you too
no Ow.
But
hey BNA
And you ran on 9.
Sanya slide BNA hagi no.
Fine.
Yes.
I say they are not maybe
PCS sir.
One say yeah na ono na o cha say no say honorable for minister for. Yeah na me ka just pacho. Ma ko pe ni
Magwami, what's the programming is at 4 o'clock
4 p.m.
Sunday 4 p.m. Now heaven be the one next beautiful girls. Now Christ in heaven there's no marriage.
Now Maxwell Kofi Juma say for once go and listen to good voices. Maybe you come out with a better voice. Come now say and then the first time then.
Mami na sani nyom no na ye nyom a otia abawo.
Emu de nyum de bebre o.
Kanena mesoniema.
Na ye bon
Me hia Yesu wasue me. Amane me made me ho. Wa amfa Yesu so a bebre. Hwe. If you don't know God.
No, but it's important to have these ladies who will inspire you in time of sorrow. And you be a home man. Is it Oba Christie? That's it.
Obapa Christie.
Obapa Christie. You brought a lot of people into Christianity.
Find your number. And your bet it him. Or have you?
Waji controversial allocation for no no. But it's good, keep it up. And live long.
FM 104.3. Good to meet you.
Sly. Menim say BN for ho ye papa na mini say okwan no opre ho. But mimi say anope boko de. Yes sir.
Chairman General, Michao.
Mejo so pa.
BN for nyina.
But you know English am from.
You English am from.
Yeah.
Minchia me constituency chairman Sonko. Na minchia penifo e wo ho nyina. Me polling station for coordinators ni obi bia obwa. Kwame.
Yes.
Me kwan there heading. Heading pa. But uwo mu a uhun se there esiko. Minister me koso abona baso say me ho kwan ehun sensem idea watu anamo ahodo bebre, and I'm very convinced that very soon Kwame yebenya in fact they've approved 30 kilometers of roads and 40 kilometers of drains
for that 30 kilometers of roads, 40 kilometers of drains.
Yeah, go through various processes of procurement na contractors and cost site. Wakase, this is not business as usual, a critical intervention. So contractor bi odin Sabekan road wo no na e wo so wie. But ya na e betumi aye kwa me ne ukasa ifiti and 3 days must start on my own reshaping of some roads. Kwa me my toll laterite over 50 trips. Me go so here. My target is to do 100 trips of 20 cubic. Now me find reshaping of places like JD Sensei. Now me here American Farm to Isunano. Me here Brigade.
Hey, more baby friend American Farm.
American Farm. Isunano. Now my here Brigade Treasure Island. Now my here West End. Me fiwa I'll move to Akwasa. Here facelift in so Akwasa kakra. But most of the intervention now yeba be road construction no. E wo Akwasa. Any Botiano Hills na there. Botiano Hills for last 2 weeks residents nankasa one among say womunsu beye reshaping of their roads. I've gone in to support them with my widow's mite because our womunsu me support to womo. I mean enya dey that form. But yedi esa kan dey ye beye. Na ade ye manage ni say anytime a minister be hon no be say chief director say I could do say the minister is always on our case. Na me gidi say wo hwe ye ba ye anamo ya to roads so ya ye bi ye guso so ye hia mo kwa me there were a total of 1,722 kilometers of roads.
Any dosu.
Only 2% ene ye tarred road in that constituency.
2%.
2%. I'm telling you, that's the statistics. People don't know. The whole Gan South municipality, about 70% of the roads also ever be constituency. I mean, dia a form, but media said as an MP, weapon is to speak and to advocate and lobby for it. And make call elections. We catch me man for say, an advocate for the plight of our constituency. You can find that in me. And minister, so when me a block, I'm the first MP. I met me a moving minister to the constituency for more than 4.5 hours to tour all the roadway or by no prophecy intervention for the constituency. Urban roads for any highway for the always in the constituency. Those say baby idea do it nyame be share ni when you nyam na the good people of BNA and also benya good roads are they will use in that constituency. I mean, that was what I say. Anytime I make an opportunity, I make a sawa you talk about the roles in that constituency. That gives me an inspiration. Say, in the face of all these things, no. And me kai what you did for Dr. Okoboy.
Oh, me amini pa.
Wow, nipa Okoboy. And I know, say, kasa wa no. It's part of the advocacy. You have been at the forefront. Friends in the media has also been nipa omabwame, minister. Akwa kudru omampeni eni omampeni ama instructions say yenye critical interventions ewo DNA. I mean nipa ebu no. Is the third biggest municipality in Greater Accra. So it tells you say
DNA.
Yeah, BNA.
We inti mesre me manfo. Yeah, is in our own small way. Me here little interventions to give them respite whilst we are waiting for the permanent solution for your problems. No, because me that was say anope.
Yeah, that's CP.
You know what?
Tell me.
It was a rural area.
Oh yeah.
Ogodu baby in the early 70s it was uninhabited. Now Catholic for no war agri farms.
Yeah.
Wo na when you are of water regions wash out there where fishing. Or lake noodle. All of a sudden me when they go for do their vegetables. That is how the place started expanding. In there baby what is your farms, what is your vegetables in your iodine?
Where's sit down?
But I'm afraid you need, especially going to, is it Tuba?
Tuba.
From Tuba area, because it is part of the Densu estuary. Now, most ways to sit down on one. I know what way, what when Wager Damana, Nakayasam. Until we want to so I am storm drains. I can say, you will need it. Oh, in such a way there. Or Grabo can be used as a tourist center. Because if you're mostly the person who call you can ride boats, speed boats in Adiwado. So beautiful. And you are not making even good use of it. It's like the water lake.
Speedboat.
No, speedboat.
Nkranha.
No.
Well, I hear calling me as I show them as I speedy boat.
Oh, but it is also. It's such a huge thing.
I mean, there are investors who came for such but experts in the city. A honor, they dam no war. So it doesn't need that disturbance.
I see.
So they don't allow such activities
to go on
that
there.
Densu River. Because in Crawford Bapa with huge investment proposals, but it's not good for dam near Wahono there. That activity will go on.
We'll go on there.
Yeah.
I see.
Well, I me so me first sacrifice free. Me so me person me started crusade be na. Emra ye wumu a nipa ye ni ye huni. Obi e kasa ni ye di achinye. Na ka me akoye se ye nyina ya dwene ne se nipa papa bi ani wo Ghana ha. Na me ka Ghana fo nyina se 1 Kings 19:18 when the great prophet Elijah was thinking say ono kwa no a righteous person no. Na me catch and say there were 7,000 more who had not bowed to Baal. Indeed, Chairman General. You hear moral armament. You hear inspiration of confidence. None of the other, we call the 80th birthday celebration of Samson Kokrokoo Boafo.
S.K. Boafo.
My papa, I'm one of his adopted children.
No, I swear things are.
Oh, I mean, send the man on your variety. It's time for you. Now, Papa Obia Onim no Kakrano. He was the minority chief whip between 1997 and 2001 January 6. Yeah. Not only a minority side of 66, ne side MPP for no year 61, and a PCP for 5. Omu hold do NDC for 133 plus one independent candidate wako come 134. Freddie. To the Freddie was with the
then Freddie was with CPP.
Yes. Omu ma yehunu say Sabrino a bani defense what Dr. Kwame Adokufo. A ban of foreign affairs, Hackman Owusu Ajiman. A ban of economic issues, Kunedu Apreku, a ban of Attorney General, Ministry of Justice, Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo, a ban of agriculture, Kore Kwashiga, Nipano Bobo Womano, and of course, led by the vintage H. Mensa.
But some parliament will not do.
Kwame!
Some parliament will do.
And now who are minority?
That parliament, we call it the parliament of the respectables.
Some parliament will do.
At least, yeah, that's so one merry money ma Ghana han more. One more public life more. One more ye bet me inspire confidence. Me sofo engineer Kwabena Chum. Ono so ye hweso a me pese me di ne wa dance here. Na me sere say ma ye bamu mu efiri nsesa ye hia wo Ghana. Suban pa nsesa, obra pa nsesa. A ebe ma obra ne warabo adi mu ama Ghana no. E wo kwan so a eba. Ye nyina ye ntu ye ho nche ne enye ne be ya magana.
James Kwabena Bonfe say ye ntu ye ho nche na ebe ya magana won kra ewa ha obi CFN Ben Abnori. Ben Abnori says, "Good morning, Chair. I wish my brother Kwabena Bonfe well in his upcoming PhD viva at UCC. Shut up. Say they be a bamming kind. James Kwabena Bonfe.
Prof.
Nyame adomwa na koyia ebe koyie Dr. James Kwabena Bonfe in the making.
And we'll be proud of you.
And Wusuti. Now you are inspiration to a lot of people. We see us now officer when you be ano.
Kaya PhD na ya Dr. Kabila.
Oh,
I mean Kojalo.
Ufri
I never expected you do this.
I know. Say ose me tesa bosom na misi ha. Samia Ukubeta baby allotted a week and a half ago. He actually remembered and referred to it. Okay. Or say media say to so about Kabila na kai usi yourself bosom. I miss you. And the bosom no and I see me what make us. Ufri Kintampo bano. Kai trim Kintampo school no reference saying.
Kintampo SD.
Nipa he and of course school no me o meet tomati dem. Ana so mwejidi tse. Inti mrante and the boys ke boafudi. Inti biso be de show kon. Se mrante ne maba bebre hwew. Inti obra na wesisu no. Ye senya me nhira ema. Say you become an inspiration to much younger people.
Keep learning.
Kabila na no de mohene ni atete e mo fa kamera no to so. For the first time Kabila is gobsmacked. Ultimate kasa. Yes.
You've been taking my surprise.
The bosom has pinned you to the wall. No amount of sacrifices.
The gods cannot be pacified this morning.
No. Because ono kasa odeka e was shrine. Odeka was shrine my I didn't say kasa no. But we shall treat him not with kid gloves when the time comes. We there Ben Abnori in a kind nyamia and I made them so awesome. But being a boss, Metewonka about former President Mahama and a judge for JUSAC, Judicial Service Association of Ghana, so Ebekan Wasem. Justice Isaac Dosey, former appeal court judge, Bekan Wasema, Yahorne Kakra. But say asem wo kan nkasem bi enu nkasa na tie ana asem yes sir
ma before me call asem no so no em say manya message bi sesi a me nko for mo wo kalabule o mo se ma mbo omudi but the house ka ho kalabule for nti o mo nka o makoma to o mo yem enwumre up to ochina o mo de ebeba nti o mo nya butre kakra ebeba pastor
yes
utie o man penin dada.
Yes.
Former President Mahama. Kwame, me wo obuo sonko edimano.
Very necessary.
For the fact say anamo a me tuni bibia maba be dui. Otwem ho. There's a politics. I'm less than 2 years old in parliament. Watana parliament, a D minister, a D deputy minister, a D vice president, a D president. Kwame, if not for anything, said ye, me expect to say, Nipadi Ubube Mami office as an MP, no. I should accord him the same respect. And for the dignity of young society, ne penimfo di wenima na ehun be hia se odi obuo soronko ebema wo mo anya hwe kura no. The history of this country can never be written without the former president Mahama. Ekonya no betina so no, it is ekonya sabi holding omai na nyama waye nyama wanye enti se okasa sabi kwame
yes
se oba efidue mu ha ede se obechia okra keke no edoma be puedi echiri abehwe anaso mbe person mbe tibi no be kosro pa ne se ndi so okasa na the expectation is say obe live up to the bidding as a statesman, especially where one opportunity akwakotena na ensem okaye no yes strive say we have a better institutions of state. That is the only way of my yebeko enim. And is a okasa na se okanse institution no ni image and as a perception e wo ho no emwaya yehwe ni nye hu bibia nka kwa me ni asem. But to the extent say wako akwa do baby say there are political judges and he singled out the chief justice, say he should be replaced to help save the sinking image of the judiciary. That is why I have a problem with him. Kwame, many ukasa here, and they were citing people who were affiliates of the MPP being judges. Kwame, the judiciary ne wo ho no ankasa no. Ewo kwanya a fast a remedy a situation when something goes wrong. Appellate process is a judicial system for everybody. Look, who call court, who call high court, who the wasem court to her. Not judge not take assem no so no. Who were any reasonable grounds. Say judge, me masema media kono. My adversary and anipa me ni assem no. Ne yire ni nua ene sa judge no. Enti me hwa emma me fair hearing. Who who going to apply for that judge to be changed? You can raise it. Say ye di asem no kra na ye wie. Na asem na nko favor. Who right even to appeal that decision. Say judge kra tie konwa mu na odi wasem na oka bibi na officer sa asem na waka no. Emwa wasem emma onya justice a wo ho kwan say na Chief Justice Bayi Kwame, the rules of procedure any processes are edi ejuma. Kwame, as what is the was no?
The menya lawyer nya judge ba menti bibiasa.
On sisan bibiasa. Ejuma oye. On sisan bibia or targeting anybody. Now say ye nuanom NDC for any time omo opposition na omo tu omo ani esi a judge for so e wo kroma. Omaima na omampelin dada Mahama ankasa tunanum tuo say ye ka to trusem ni basabasa ye dia e wo NDC DNA mu. The former chairman of the NDC, the late Dr. Kobreje, or say operation there kill the cat. The communications officer of the NDC, or see, some of the judges, their term is coterminous with Nanado's tenure as a president. Na omampeni obia ahwe say ukasa betumi aboa na ye judiciary ebefa ne ntuma befra. I mean, ye were list of judges are now mo ye NDC MPs. They appointed them onto the High Court of this country. Former members of NDC. I can give you
not MPs.
Former MPs.
Former.
Yes.
Former members
of on the tickets of the NDC.
I see.
Kwame, asema ya careful. Ewo maimu. Kwame.
They were appointed by the previous NDC.
NDC.
Some were promoted by President Kufuor.
Look, Kwame. Gabriel Scott, Paman. Onye PNC. Look, if you want to mention them, look, we are talking about, look, met me about 5 or 6 of them who were former members of parliament on the ticket of the NDC.
But for the records, Paman was General Secretary.
Yes, was
General Secretary of PNC.
Yes, but I want to, Kabila, I agree with you.
I beg you.
But there are NDC MPs I can mention.
You are accusing them of it. You don't do what they have done.
Look, the point I want to make now, clear. Now, this overly politicization of members of the bench. Now, because of where the person is coming from. But the Juma Omoye will krum her. Nobody has been able to take them on. Say they've been biased in the discharge of their way. A attempt to incite the public against the Chief Justice, and we have to be careful of that. You are not careful. I mean, if you bring the leader of the judiciary down, what it means, you've run down the whole institution. And when young Crawford or more born a chidom in this, excuse my language, commenter unpresidential. Now he's seeking to be president of this country. And so, is he saying that when he comes, how is he going to remove the Chief Justice? Assuming that the time in Sonya, not touch with an unlikely event that he becomes president. How is he going to remove the Chief Justice? Or the so-called people he perceived them? Because NDC4, they go to court. Look, I mean, Omaimu, Yatina ma kangaroo court, how operative will krum her, that people were not even given fair trial. Now, and the case is almost society. Now, national chairman of the NDC, you have opportunity to go to court with any number of lawyers that you want. When you say Akwenyano, for how long? And in some reckless statement made by Ofosu Ampofo is going through trial. When your opportunity, the fact that you go to court and be tried, thinking say the judiciary is not fair to you. Now, one serious way I meet you for Ofosu Ampofo with respect to this matter. They say, abiding any judiciary, hounded their strongholds, citing the yellow crop issue. My goodness. I mean, you're not careful on my one. Now, yellow crop has he forgotten that even under NDC, they fought the ECG in this country? Nirefi, this is not the first time the issue of ECG and yellow crop has happened. You're not careful. Now, on Mampenia, Ubia Wenya Akwenya. Na Ghana for
obi a wanya kwan
na watunya be di o man so vice president and president for 8 years na wo kasa na sebi nyina so nka ho na wo kan wa na you see wakoshia you see conference of NDC lawyers now the conference of NDC lawyers there are many more of them in there whose aspirations and vision is say they will be called to the bar to the bench one day to serve. And look, they should produce the register of the NDC lawyers who attended the conference. I mean, Maunhu, 10 years in this country, you'll find some of them at the court as judges. Nipa Eko, you know. So when you're sincere, they should produce the list of all of them who attended that conference. And I can tell you, give ourselves 5 to 10 years. Some of them will find themselves on the bench. But upper power anti, Shekwanya or Faso, na or they are running down institution of state. Media Ghana for in 80 Sabi Media Maka, former President Mahama, an attempt to return to this country as a president. Maybe serving one question: to come and do what?
What do you mean by to come and do what?
No, I mean, one every opportunity under the sun. Nyama ekoso wo man mu a wo agina so pa no. Sabi anka me feel say bibia otino anka or the policy alternatives be ebe tudwa magana for ho say what's a oba baby before from. But the same economy you presided over, the same structures, no plan, nothing. When they came into office, he never had any plan. I have directed when former President Mahama Mills died. The first State of the Nation address, I have directed, I have done this, all of them. We saw nothing in this country. Why not for Mudia? Your best no. Yen idea pim. The same judiciary no need trust to Omono. When we went for elections, on yes satisfied with it, he went to court. They gave him a fair hearing. Most of NDC guys, they are in court. They go to court, they practice, they have their daily meals from it and all that. But me dear, Mr. Ghana for. And some ye
ain't you who be a touchy man, Memonka.
Dear ain't not touchy man. Not our point to say, we are ye say, and now I see why on camp for Frocami. It's an attempt to run down the Chief Justice. You see, the Chief Justice is not the judiciary. Oh, a dear pan of what me can say, Papa, yes, say, won't call for court. That really won't be for court. That alone is enough for you to run down the judiciary. Why? And only me problem. And Chichiri Maisa.
Utie General Secretary Johnson is here, don't get your patches, and someone former President Mahama Kaino, a Ghana for drink chre, and Odituja, and ye be Fufrobia Waka, a dada no Subaya judiciary, and ye woman, and no.
Perception, a wokruma. Say, Oman Penin Dada Mahama, or you're corrupt. Perception. Na Makojina campaign platform so. Na makase or you're comfort. Na ebisamia, Missy Ghana for ne say, or you're comfort. Sano Pesi, Sano Pesi, perception, a woman so you're comfort. Na me reason, me nina swan say. Ghana for say perception no. Sana, Jesus said you get here. I don't blame him. Upper national chairman of the party.
Waka such or some kind.
Waka.
Atism. Mementim.
Okay, say atism there. Ebiana ni ambition to become the chairman of the NDC or go into things sebi. I mean, me to him better hanka say perception na Ghana for ka. Anyina so bi eni ho. Na omampeni dada. What to me akojina ho. Na the justification is say a perception out there. I feel sorry. Yes, sure said. Look, our example, a very good example in President Kufuor. In this country, former president. Onshare na namontu. Onshare said the Osikasa about national issues. But say, official campaign was started there. We'll be invited into the campaign mood. But me feel say matters of this nature and yen yama idea politics. He said yeah no. Now we go to Penifua almost look. What's that Kwame? 2012, you call Supreme Court. Judges yao returning a verdict for you. When the same Supreme Court and the same system rendered verdict for another person, then they become bad people. I think, sir, it's unfair to the intelligence of all of us as Ghanaians. No, I media. Me did say, who nipe ba ho say NDC a lawyer for. That's what they say. Omu training a lawyer for every constituency, one lawyer. Now me name what they are going to do. Me constituency here too about the last and now obit you still a lawyer. Then lawyer then here too about the two no polling say about collation center na lawyer but don't know where. About you two no way. In the office there, no be inspire the people to go and work harder for them. But like I said, in the next 5-10 years, nipe eko is almost the registered be to you'll find them making their way to the bench. But Ghana and the Chichiri, ye say Kasa and Namontuo will promote unity policies are a beboa. Law schools and some buy anyway, or buy no or the pepper biaba. How to reform our judiciary. I mean, and I mean, no say, almost every district courts are being built to bring justice delivery to the doorstep of the people all over this country. It's one of the legacies of this Chief Justice. Or pursue such programs. Then you come and run him down because of what shall we party for? But
Kwame, summarizing all that the top brass of the NDC says, it appears they don't discuss issues before they come out to speak. They did the same thing and lost the 2020 elections. By the way, for the record, you may check. The current Chief Justice Ening Yeboah was one of the justices who ruled in favor of the NDC in the 2012 election petition. You may check. APJ in Sunyang. And then, okay. Then Gusty Man in Brekum says maybe the NDC is expecting a defeat in 2024. That's why they've started lambasting the Supreme Court. That is Gusty Man in Brekum. Please, no name calling. Why? They can answer near term and carrying. The attempt to create an impasse between the judiciary and the NDC by sly won't work. The fact is that we are in a democracy. Judiciary isn't above criticism. So when we feel something is going wrong, JM or any NDC member, lawyer or not, has a right to voice it out. And that's exactly what we are doing. This cheap propaganda is dead on arrival. Musa Abattoir in Kumasi. In Ghana, politicians only see and know what is wrong when they are out of power. Or Deshe Ajabe in Hacho. Kwame, you say we shouldn't mention names. By the way, ask Kwabena Bonfe for me. Juxtaposing the period when SK Boaf was minority leader with the current parliament, is he not saddened? His Lordship, Justice Yao Apo, was once upon a time an appointee of the PNDC. He was later appointed to the High Court and rose through to become a Supreme Court judge, all under NDC governments. He performed his job with such finesse, very unbiased. Former President Mahama needs to be advised to keep up the judiciary. Francis Brakwa in Kumasi. And then, Yusuf, you see, whoever you are, anyway, Kwabena Brem.
Chairman General.
Kwabena General.
Oboto anafe ohuhu kakra. I could drink water, you know. Chairman General.
Yes, Kwabena.
Yɛde swawa ne yɛde agyaw anaasɛ yɛde gyawa ne yɛde aswawa sɛ bɛyi na ansɛm bi no wɔ hɔ no mu a sɛbi yɛsɛ yɛte no ɔkyeamea no ebi so hɔ no mu a yɛte no ahenkwaa no ebi so hɔ no mu a yɛte no odikura no ebi so hɔ no mu a yɛte no manhene ano na nsɛm a ɛsɛ sɛ yɛte no sɛbi ahenkwaa no ne yɛkɔte no manhene ano a ɛyɛ hadwene me papa SK Boafo ya me bo ne ahyase Chairman General.
Yes, correct.
Me ni shia 1998 Sabre no now na chairman of the Northern Sector Campaign for the John Ajekum Kufuor Positive Change Campaign and MPP at Namunosi. Sabre no Northern Sector no from Asante region, Bunahafo, Northern, Upper West, Upper East. Eso ye. Niema miensa papa no kan ye se o ya amanyosem a ese se uye ni ye na eboa ma da bia obesore obekasa bia no wano kasa mu ye du a sa parliament ya me make reference to obi aya kase they were a minority of a difference no niema miensa baako organization there to be research
Peace FM
there to be advocacy.
Organization, research, advocacy.
Chairman General.
Yes, Governor.
ORA. Politician bia or was a academian saying or kasa wuhu. Oni soswa wuhu. Amanyoko bia asade etosin e woni nneoma yem no e ya na hadwene. Meka sisu dua se adwumako bia ye nipa kuo bia no oye den a wo mo ya so abofo kra ba ko be fremu a onye enitin ya ye hye enti sabi me metna ha no enka se judiciary sabi ajagefo e wo ho wonu mu a eye supporting staff wo mu nyina ye krogin dabi it's not possible
omo nipa
in fact ajagefo ankasa in fact chief justice no apart from the judicial functions no also administrative functions aye political omo ye reviews ahwe atemua ekoso e free lower court sa babe edru on mo ekoso ho enu ntina ma sabi judge bi wo circuit court and high court appeals court na ni bibi touch ma yetimi di no ko general legal counsel ekotutu ne nsemu ema sometimes administrative queries kra on mo chief justice issue ema judges binu ye dey ema me kan we akase chief justice na nkasa no omro mraso o
there
Kwame, you subject to this constitution. Me say your problem is fidelity to this constitution. If we are faithful to this document, you brab bebre one more, sebi and kanema ni one more atouch him. Entina me kan kosi ya senior kokubakun specificity, precision. A day as something. Ena ye say judiciary aye ana judge bi aye chief justice mampani dada me money din because I don't pay say e boni din mo ye popular.
Oh, how? What do you mean? He doesn't need that.
Oh, Kwame, I'm a political animal. It's a political strategy to remain afloat, to be discussed. It's a strategy for good or bad reason. You need your name to be flown around. I will not do that. I won't dignify it. I dignify that.
Kasem Miche.
That's what I can say. Say Chief Justice atu anamobia enya. Ne aka. Dio ye ni e ho adanse ni. Na se Chairman General. Chief Justice tu anamobi na enya. Amamra yi kire kwan a ye befa so. Na de medi ho ya pa ne say ye say. Sanhyamu no na ye emranimfo a wo si wo ye NDC for na sabi emranimfo a wo nim de na wo antimi antu opani no fo say sasema wo kan de ye kruchegu ayi krata so e de fa kwan bi so e de ye petition e koma president Nana Akufo-Addo e na obogu ye kra na e de aso ano ye de petition by ye say ye remove chief justice. And I want you and I want some. And let's not pretend, say, they haven't been in the past. Petitions are emanating from almost sources to get some people off their positions. Want me and yes, I did. Sana, Yakoto Aba 2020, mean come question Kwame.
Correct.
Uko jina drum car say, Muma winning elections, you know. Now, what dance idea baba? Adansi die ba ya say de wo kan no wo twan kontompo wan ka no kre wo si da bi de oba kan no kre no mom wati ana wo tabiri wasam na wo de call atemua ku nanim atemua ku ba tan no Kwame wan ko hunu wasam ka an incompetently prosecuted petition incompetent Kwame incompetent because one timi anko shifted the burden of proof from yourself to the defendant. That's what happened. You are still living in denial.
That was the Boston Tea Party.
Chairman General, I want to remind him. Is he not the same person who went to the United States and stood there, said they didn't go to the Supreme Court to win a case, but just to calm down his aggrieved sympathizers? Kwame, what can I say?
Me dream ho ahwe.
Oh, what dream ho say? Chama de na mo me anka no kra o. Mo me anka no kra o. No ma Ghana ya ma no kra hwase wo dom. Yan ka no kra kakra. Eno nche say your time. No kra, ne no ma nwuro, but no ma hoto. Even among thieves there is honor. You can steal from anybody, but not a fellow thief or your family. If you do, they will kill you. Adana yama politics. Say, mitimi ka bibia. In the name of politics, in the name of party. Ediya ya yes adie ya omanyi said ye say ekoya nim no ye ntimi nkosa. Can you imagine say ye di no kredie pa na nke amanyo akwame omanyi ba bia nke yakwa kodru. Enisa company no kasasa. Na mesre said the name in your slide. You were nipa bin ma woman ya man your champagne. adon amanyoko te say me and me say me ni amanyoko bi ai ochina bi nyame adom na say yakọ frame say me ayi me nkoye judge me interest ni ho de bakwa me say makwakoye judge say o mrani ni I don't kwakoye judge na makwakoye judge wo ba bi a chairman general me sre kan o
me je
who betumi a hold me say me a CPP judge
Debbie
party am si majai and said the national can dance here wo ye were judges are no more members of parliament ewo MPP mu ewo NDC mu and
how many members of parliament and as candidates
members of parliament
MPs, former MPs.
Why?
Kwame me mbodi no because
no honestly meaning
Kwame I have the names.
We have the names.
I have the names.
Okay, the mission on the side meaning honestly
I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. Why I don't want to do it ni say ade a me kasa ti ase me yemfa party tag en bata wo mu dwumadie say atemuafo no me koye sa de na me ye bi and a chairman general the way your system ni city no ye wo judges a wo mu eba ayi atemuafo a wo mu ye de wo ba atemuakuo no mu e bia party bi penso wo mu nya promotion e wo party fufuro bi nkan koso judicial council wo ho sabi ye wo kwan ye fa so ye niema obi kwati ye sa niema na yetimi de mra no atwe sa de no ko emra ndi wa wo se emra ni Ghana enti se chief justice aye bibia obetumi aye bibia wafomu a ye nyina no so na ye mfantu sa na mo no na chama general e pesa o tie bibi wa that's national constitution o ade tie mani abre no justice emanate, that is article 125 clause 1. Justice emanates from the people and shall be administered in the name of the republic by the judiciary, which shall be independent and subject only to this constitution. They are subject to this constitution. Not here. Clause 3, no. The judicial power of Ghana shall be vested in the judiciary. Accordingly, neither the president, nor parliament, nor any organ or agency of the president or parliament shall have or be given final judicial power. Say ye to judiciary na say. Na ye confidence what judiciary no mu atemuakuo no e bre na se a. Chairman general. Na ye kan yakoba bi a me no nya asem a yenko wo ho de cha minti obomi a wafa ho adi. That is where we'll be getting to. Na kwame uni say judge for no. Omo a code of conduct any woman oath of office woman swear no chichiro mo say woman ntimi metena afidie so nim komo te say dem ni ye
Debbie woman ntimi
nti opani no okasa no onim pa say chief justice onya kwan ana ne nhyehyeye ma no ho kwan e ma no mekasa enyi ne ho ano nso na waye why di Ghana to media a change to me bia mampani wadi what appointed atemuafo e dia ko sa batan atemuakuo no why bi sebi yan kasa de na wo ye na wo ye de ama amanyuko bia na minyin say ye sa ye o amo ye bia na da bia na maka yan kai sensem a ye ka nyina no e da ho twen e bia emmada se wo besa be mampani bio but se beba sampo na baba ye mampani bio mu a won sam ke kan wo fi se ye de besi wani mu a sai na ube kan fa ho it might never be but granted that it even happens because it's possible sincere how will you take it if your words are played back to you I don't hear you sir you prepared to media sabi kwame time yeah nti media de meka nyina ne say ye mampani dada wan kasa yie na se ne party mpani mfo wo mu pese ye amanyosem ahote a wane ne nkasa na se amanyoko no so na sabi with a huge minority of 137 in fact 136 far more than 66 against 134 na muntimi nye responsible minority na da bia mu blame obi but yourselves misra mu musa mu ho nsem mako mienu bi se den na ye de ye anase ye ya enunti no institution of state is seen to be with us, even if that is so. What is it about you? Masha mabako semana. Masha siana. Nshishaya munyana. Musisi amunye ni yana. Kasa munka ni yana. Between 2017 January and 2021 January 6. Chama January. The minority na omu sadie but no omu ni parliament majority side no they were not having to test even with that huge margin. They couldn't have done certain things without them, meaning panimphobia a boa senke more capacity but their interest was somewhere else. Untumunyo mfanko shekashiri kasa ye kan gu amanyosem mu fi no ye toto oman yi nkanini ase. Too many leaders, less leadership.
Too many leaders, less leadership. James Kwabena, Bonfair, and a day by now. I didn't know I can't see me drinking one here and go for the send me be praised. Alate,
Mami,
what's your
Yangu Bonadumo.
Until we can eat Iguefu.
Yo,
I hope they are
brutal. He was the or 3 song. So therefore 3 years when the affair in the 3 song
Osewala Lute Osewala
the Monday was a welcome war van Fusu on Doma more than thousands of people. Let me say, yo, but you brutal. Oh, tell I am, they were that's
amen.
I mean, Magasha milk was in my gosh, me tilapia and make catfish. Kwame, and a pay my mincha, Dr. James Atulinsi. Yangu Ponshi and there, Cape Coast Festival, away. Yaw yan late Nanamra, ne start to be a amanfo wabo chimde wopede wosi waja fa de obisa magwafo na yenso ya kan he na nanu
ya dana say
ya nyankopon hia na yezeman Dr. James Atulinsi JL Properties one chief executive Kwame
say oya papa na on family ya mambako ya mame former MP.
Kwame, na me say Mr.
Memo, former MP. No MP 92 and 96. Oluzu 2000. After 2008, he was appointed to the Court of Appeal.
Thank you.
Mary.
Thank you.
We are man back.
5 no.
I see. I didn't know. This is news to me. Yeah.
Kwame.
Yes, sir. Alete.
Yimle ma asimesi okasa menta ampede makakabi na so makana kakra na maba auditor general na za waye to buttress this statement. Now, Kwame, the judiciary is the 4 foundation pillars upon which our democracy thrives. And immediately you start to attack a pillar, not the 4, even a pillar. Not just there is something cooking somewhere.
Actually, technically speaking, it is the 3 pillars. Yeah. The executive, legislature, judiciary.
I agree.
I agree. Media can have 4.
No, I'm not talking about those structures.
Okay.
But I'm talking about here judiciary Oma Sebita Frache say Ghanaian nyine obi yo wadze bona ebutum na eza kone wedu wasamam.
By the way, Abdul Malik Kwekubaku se fire Kabila Kroman. Why shouldn't the names be mentioned? What's the rationale?
I think I explained.
Alete Tiado.
Nti Kwame. But just young politicians in the old political folks are. You understand why the former president made such a statement.
So how about young political foxes like us?
One day when you Kwame, for President Nana Akufo-Addo to say there in 2024 he will hand over power to an MPP president. My girl Jose Adugo if you Okochi Adi Accra House of Okina Okachi Ali Shamokwe there. Shamokwe fall back. Shamokwe is in Echi Damukra no the take.
Osawanala.
I fall back.
Osawanala. Osawana against you for.
Gami ye phobia yo. My girl Okaisa. Ejima.
Catch him.
The same old story. The fear of the 2020 verdict. And see, if the president says this, then I'm not going to attack the president, but I'm going to attack the judiciary that gave the verdict for the president to be the president. That is the tactics.
In 2013.
But no, man can't 2013 or some, man can't 2020.
Okay.
But the issue is that as human beings, impa nti Peter Frache se was woods amoa na afa obi di sunu zeba gitum 2013 the NDC won the court case minyanku Dr. Bawumia ne Nana Akufo-Addo ne Jake was a court minyanku Bawumia what do you call court? When they queen, but at the end of the day, and why I respected the current president, the press conference, no there, though he's not happy with the verdict. Now so you to move you no congratulate the then president. Which is there, that is how civilization develops. How people accept whatever comes their way. But Kwame, it looks like we are invoking the devil to descend 2024. Is the devil going to be our judge? You know what goes along with the devil? Chaos, anarchy. And see, is there any something being done behind Asimesi's backyard? And for that reason, because you can't muddy the waters and then come and accuse somebody there, Osimesi na waye. And that is how we are finding ourselves in. It's very sad. Osimesi zooming him down, sit down.
Mpacho, my friend Osimesi, Mr.
No. I mean, my friend, because of certain reasons, Mumbo Bianizin. So.
Enti, I'll come ask them with that reference.
Francis Magade Osimesi. Njem wo right order makam because Mumbo Bianizin.
Alete, or a Kassan Yerikon.
No, Kassan American. I am Musu Kassan American. Then Mumbo Binizin. I know my reasons why.
By the way, sometimes men can't choose there or a judiciary, not judicial.
We get the judiciary, man get the judiciary.
Sometimes Mondian also judiciary.
Need radio no one if you're on your papa or your analog. In the office, I tell you, radio or your digital or your analog.
Peace FM.
How did you do?
Into Kwame.
Mete.
Asam Kusa. Oya matete. Oni them auditors reporter Obeya what the judges in painful there were to Land Cruisers 50,000 and the physics here were a topic. How can the auditor general do that?
Why then? No enigma. Have you written to the judges asking them of their opinion on the issue of how these Land Cruisers were sold to them? On your Land Cruiser Superior, there were other vehicles.
Oh, agreed. But I'm taking the Land Cruiser because it's the best among the lot. The reason in there, previous administration has in what one? Why the young wa be different? What to sleep was I'm a press and maybe a while publish without even asking for the consent of the judges. On your fine. And in view of this statement, in there, these two things come to crash on a platform. Now, man, for some we are not doing this country well. Yes, there is a need for this auditor general. Here and there, on Fabogen, yes, wine. He's everywhere. Whether the previous government or the current government, he's everywhere. We agreed, but certain things, or I should say, there are exceptions. There are exceptions. In every rule, there are exceptions. And see, BP to them, no way when there them is me about the board. Them unanimous FC. Or yeah, on NDC creation. So when somebody talks about Ghanaians who compare them current judiciary rules in a nigga, it is the creation of the NDC. It's a fact. Wonder what to them judges see there were a unanimous FC. So if somebody comes on platform and say there, oh, Ghana fo on your Ghana fo or your Wawun Grofo. So you can't muddy the water and then come and accuse somebody. It is because President Nana Akufo-Addo there 2024 or hand over MPP president in Nesubiwa. And then you from this angle. Or your strategy. This is political strategy, but it is unfortunate. The Mamamunya Kakraba original platform don't know what kind of massam. My friend has missing somebody you have eaten with. You don't come and in a way blackmail him, destroy him, character assassinate him. But the issue that he has said, it is the making from his own backyard. And he has leadership now within his party. One speeches are very violent. It looks like we are inviting the devil to come into our political elections in 2024. And Mr. Auditor General Anyadi didn't do well at all.
Why you need Anyadi?
Anyadi. Also, the petrol now also goes about one account.
Why you need Anyadi?
I agree. There, Mr. There, since I am there, we have one of the finest Auditor General. Or Batebino Bonifa. Nice one. But you see, when a situation comes like this, now who's about to border? Are we not destroying the very institution that can uphold the laws and democracy in this country? He didn't do well at all. And then lastly, Kwame, what topic in Ezebay? The economy, current economic challenges. And James there, ECG, when you school.
I mean, my demon commanded the pay.
Oh, man, simple.
William Watson behind a pay.
Maggie was 80.
I was being radio analog. Now they are digital in my chair.
Maybe we're close.
Maybe I'm not around if you happen. But Kabila, Kokrokoo says nothing wrong with stating facts.
Yes.
It is the misrepresentation or misinterpretation of the facts that is problematic. If a judge was a former member of parliament, feel free to state that fact. What one should not do is to suggest that the judge's rulings or verdicts are or were dictated by his former political affiliation and not by the law. Facts and evidence before the court or courts. So facts.
I respect that view.
But you still disagree?
However, I still hold my grounds. I still hold my grounds, and I have good reason for that.
Every Ghanaian should be concerned and as much worried about former President Mahama and the NDC's constant attacks on the judiciary. We have a history. 30th June 1982. Samuel Brian Boabeng I really got disappointed when I read in the newspapers that former President Mahama had passed derogatory comments about the judiciary. My question to him is simple. Should he become president in 2025, can he work with the same judiciary? Eric Amponsah-Boateng, tax expert, sends that one. Mpacho maintain or no? Maintain. Would former President Mahama have had issues with the 2012 election petition had the verdict been 7-0 in his favor? Good morning to you and your distinguished panelist. Justice Abeku Newton of Faye sends that one. So Brian Boabing, I read you. I know about my man. Okay. Anyway, Kwabena, closing comments. Yes, starting. Advertising tune. Mete.
And the dynamo the city is marching against the dollar gradually. I'm the Minister of Finance. Ori magic keep you baby.
In Portugal, Africa is $750 million now.
No, Ori magic baby. I should think so. You know, because one speculation to destroy money market, you know. Now for the money to start coming down, the dollar never performing. I think that or work Empress will baby. Free you say Empress. Chede 1-2-1-2 work Empress will be. One thing I will leave with him in there. Say the money dollar otum by 2024 tumba 6 cities bois. It will be one of the greatest achievements of this government.
On your better the
no, what listen to what I'm saying. So Wotum was a mechanism to most all bank a so before me one. And Nanado now binds it. Or there, yes, you want to become a basafo. It will be one of the greatest achievements. I'm hoping so. Because I be the fracture, Messi, ya can yazino, I can't see Minister Yane, if he don't and I shall see door. Or before Masidi no Kosunka Kakran. More on answer the man for the year name from 2023. No do 6 cities to be the greatest achievement. Let us all pray for it. Well, at the end of the day, what this government has done, for me, I will keep saying that Nanadu, no governance is one of the best since independence. Ne tariffs here, working. Kwame, YCG, wo yeska papa. If you are there, you know. Easy, you want years go. Ne, ewa, it is hard time. There, you Ghana for what's there. The tariff na yetuan. Ebeke there too much subsidy. We are not paying realistic tariff. In Ghana for let us brace it. We are Nigeria. Okodu baby a whole week there's no light. One system in your go off. In yena de bia madana poase. Matthew Boku Prempe miss there system no go off. Within 2 hours, 3 hours, the system is on. The whole country. You can't have it easy like that too. You can't have it easy like that. And see, what mean realistic tariff? Vakufu benye wanti. Independent power producers will be wanted. Na ECG so one the mainstream distributors wants to win you wanted. So bit of fracture. Ninya is to help expand the electricity networks. Say yes, they be abambo boyen, aban to electricity duduma, aban yadama. We can never eat our cake and have it. What's I mean?
May I say DNA? Any closing comments? If you call Kwabena Suniampong. Yes, sir.
Me closing comment. Sir, ECG ni utility for Hank Alote has been on the ECG board before, so he's always inclined to speak for them. Na media, I have my reservations about this utility.
That's your go via so light.
Loyalty to ECG.
No, go via so light.
So light
Or they 28.
But you see, where utility service providers, I mean the losses we record in this country are way above normal. Kwame, and the technology, when you go to places like Shanghai, you go to Delhi, you go to countries houses are boom, said the horses here, and they are also Kuala Lumpur. They are able to account for their electricity at the normal rate of losses. Now, even residential areas, we can't account for losses over there. Have a problem. So, Midi,
as for the losses,
that is
let me come in.
I'll take my patron Monson Canasum.
Nasum no Rican, me pedamo catch and there near area. You set up an armored meter reader. Otum Oche supply of power over area. Now accuse our own people who divert power, who steal power. If you talk about that and you are not cooperating with the ECG, there was a time Kwame, industrial area, a man who there, Lebanese phone, Indians, will go was set to satisfactory. With your power, Papa.
When this house is properly monitored and the power that comes here is diverted, you see technology.
That is what is being done now.
No, but it's a graduate. Mommy, come on, man.
Onye Izo, because you don't have the money to invest into all those areas.
But you are passing on. You are passing on the inefficiency to the ordinary person. You are passing on the inefficiency
in Parliament.
Oh, Uncle
you talk to your people in the area. Yes, we are bad notes in the.
Alote, Marketing na yate. Monka sanensu intibie.
Uncle
Be honorable. Honorable in there, boy, easy.
I'm also helping my people, innocent ones who are paying. Now they are paying plus the inefficiencies in the system. That is my problem. Look, Uncle, from 93, anytime they want to increase utilities, they come there. We have absolute machines. If you want quality of service, you have to pay more. But nobody is disciplining them for the losses that we are recording in this country. I've always spoken against it. Look. Nobody is saying that they don't need money, capital injection. We've gone back and forth. Private sector had come into our space here and there. We've still not been able to address it. The wastage in the system is way too much. And so the innocent ones that pays, they are always burdened with that particular problem.
South Africa, ESCOM. Ghana is 5% better.
Catch your offer not to right side the same as Wakasaka Kayate.
No,
because on the crime one crime.
Anyway, Mama, easy. But I would defend easy.
Mommy, to be honest, ECG for Ghana water near the area. Look. We are ready to support them in any way. I want to be happy. I want to hear, oh, this year we've been able to reduce our losses to this level. We always go and support them. Any day, I agree with you. But last one.
Parliament was
last one, Meteo BNA.
3 million. And you man, the Parliament.
I don't tell you if you BNA Meteo. Yes.
Mede mano esi.
A parliamentary me pay 23 million Ghana cedis.
BNA Meteo.
Echo me ba betu yo. Keski.
Yes.
Yeah, I think say yeah bomb pie. Na assemble kwa na person be ka ho asem. NDC for atu forcing about supposed 713 million USD that's supposed to hit the account of BOG from Afrexim. Now
750 and I'll say 37 Aira.
37 Aira. I mean, say yakasa sari and ye careful in Pempini to Anuya Egugana for any. How come you say $37 million is missing? It is not true. Ministry no I explain it, and it's not the first time Ministry of Finance has set out an escrow account. because omo can say you were 3-year moratorium for paying of the loan. Kwame, and also enye no credit say the amortization 3 years, but the interest payment starts after 6 months.
Okay.
A agreement on the bar parliament. The interest payment starts as 3 months. And this ask kaya you need that so say be boy no sika pudo na kasa ni tua de. Kwame, e be start in fie miensechi.
Okay.
Na insi ho a isi ho ne de 6 months later na I started. Enti abaya ye hye say yem fa sika bi ntu ho. But maybe problem a me wo kakra ne say we share plans and programs at a bar parliament. Ya approve here ni estimated budget e ko 750. Enti ende ya tibia to was betu ya ka no. Ma program pro bi e be sofa.
Ho be
eno ni me problem akaba man ka no kranche ye ho. Say enye say obi aye boapayo afasika akoshe baby. Nyamom programs in parliament who estimate ni nyina e ko 750. Ende aye $37 million e free mono. Programs will be will suffer. I mean, I was say a buying a church in Ghana for Akuma and Tomu. But
Mamina CBNA now Silas from Wager. Maybe Silas from Wager says, I'd like to know if Professor Jacob's lecture tomorrow is open to the public. Yes, Silas, it is. Yes, BNA.
Yeah, quick one. Minchia Minya Kitua Philip Do of Obom Domiabra.
Please ask Alote Jacobs if he's received his Orange Friday t-shirts. The fanfare is starting from his hotel through the streets of Ebri at the Saddle to Chapel Square. Fetu Afasha is here again. Opian Mensa Orange Friday Committee Chair. Kwaramo Febremu.
Chairman General.
Yes,
Opanibi ene busa ne nana num se. Pankwa. Fana ini peduano ewo. And obi kan nsa obi kan nan obi kan nachi obi kan nano obi kan nani obi si nadwene no pani ne ka kire wo mu se ye hu nipa sabi nsa twa otiase ntini nkwan ni nsam ye hu obi a ne nan ni hono mu a otiase ne nkwan nye ho na hye ye hu obi a yayi na koma e de ama obi enso oda so tiase obi won mu a yaye na dwene ho operation na so ohunu wo bi a ni ti eni won mu a otiase chama je na oti ho
so it was rather through the streets of Abra, not Ebri. Okay, Abra, thank you. Well, I guess it was a typo and I also went ahead and read it like that. Typo, I went ahead and read it like that. My fault. Fire, good morning, thank you.
Echeni team nti se wo ye nipakuo bi tia asodie kase pa da wo so fi se woni wo mo nkwa ampani na Drankwa Akufo-Addo, President of the Republic, Commander in Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, wo ye oman no nkwa emira ye wom no enyemreba mo ye hwe wakanfo na ma oman mu no nyina ni wachi e wo kwan pa e be fa so asiesie nchiwanchiwa aba na mira ye wom yi enyemreba anu asi
na answer na wano ebesi no. The final comment I'll take from Kokrokoo. I'll say 1, Justice NYB Adade. He was a minister under the PP government. Justice Akings. He was the Attorney General during PNDC. Justice Yao Apeu, Deputy Regional Secretary, PNDC. Justice Boete, NDC Member of Parliament. Justice Boedi, NDC Member of Parliament. Justice Puamang, General Secretary, PNC. Justice Kobie, NDC Minister. If you disagree with their verdicts, you critique the latter on the basis of law, facts, and evidence, not on their previous political affiliations. Thank you. Abdul Malik Kokrokoo.
He has earned the position in our society to do what he has done. I've not reached there yet.
Monkeys play by size is done there. Kokrokoo, well, Kabila says you've earned nah.
Honorable Obabran Mpatwa.
By the way, Kokrokoo, Chief Baini says Abdul Malik Kwekubako, NPP Shadow Defense Minister.
Okay, when that lexicon came into our political
Shadow Vice President.
Shadow no.
And America, na mama fool wearing this. Shadow Vice President.
Before Shadow Vice President, I Shadow Minister.
Oh, that was the Parliament of 96.
No. 97.
Yes. 97.
Oh yeah, you know the base.
No.
You know also a shadow vice president.
Before him, I friend saying.
But
Shadow Vice President. The man himself, ABK.
In the meantime, a Rebisi Ojane Black Purse, a taxi mo of a taxi from North Kanishi dance bar to in Chroma Flats, Awudome, and then answer in Rebe 8. Ojane Black Purse. Na personal Neska wom ATM card, Ghana card. The cards ba kumienu be na edin waso Jane Cordelia Backman O. And another card here Anna Williams. Enti se when who sa card CBA and pacho ubetimi dia babejai o Peace FM ma ye dia manom. Chief Baini Kwekubako says your intervention is politely ignored. Those were his words, politely ignored. In the meantime, happy 40th birthday to Jonas Abedi Enim of Asase Radio. Welcome to old age, Jonas Abedi Enim of Asase Radio. Happy 40th birthday to you. Many more years is what I wish you in blessings. Jatabie. No, okay. We go. We break for the news at 12. Before that, we are breaking now for Kofi Kumbelson to take over your radio. And as always, may your day be blessed. Remember to keep your dreams and hopes alive is all you have. Yes, and my prayer for you is always in the same place, the book of Numbers 6:24-26, where it says very simply, the Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. Asumji. Shouting out to you, Kenal GKT Sam. Have a beautiful day. And to Kojo T and the family in New Jersey. There's a tough world out there, but still we rise. And so when you stop to say a prayer, say one for me too. No more lion business. God bless. Good morning.